Hello, sir. Welcome to your local tabletop RPG gas station. My name is Daryl, and will be helping you today. What beautiful flavors of Dicee, sorry. Sorry, 7-Eleven's across the street. I don't want them to whatever. Anyway, you're obviously here for our Dicees. We have a couple of flavors, though our today's special is our Star Wars flavor. Ooh, yay. Here, let me go get you some. Alright, sure. Just to let you know, our drinks give you serious brain freezes. So if you have a brain freeze, please tell me. Anyway, thank you for shopping and enjoy your Dicey. Yeah.
Like, there's like blood dripping off of him, and he's holding, this potato sack.
I see him and I'm like,
Do I have any
can I, this is a treat injury, right? Yeah.
farmer class?
So can I roll to see what's wrong with him and see if I can do anything? Because I'm
know what
proficient
was wrong
in...
with him because he was out in the snow. He was there when
He was
frozen.
Save him.
So can I roll, can I ask him what's going on and roll to see if I can fix it?
Yeah. And he's like, help me, and everyone's like, and they're kind of shocked to see.
I snap out of it. I have a completely different demeanor because now I'm in field medic mode and I'm like, all right, stop for a sec. What happened? I need to know what happened if I'm gonna do anything.
I found him out in the snow. I was looking for him, and he was just saying, Ben, and he was covered in blood. He had scratches on his face. He was freezing. I had to shove him into my tauntaun.
Do I have
Then
any
I will roll a treat injury.
knowledge about medical stuff?
It would be very
That is
easy,
a
but this looks a little.
16.
This is like
I got 19 total.
19. Okay, so he definitely has he's definitely freezing to death, a little bit. He's shaking and he's bleeding and he's just, even though Han put him in the tauntaun, he's still there's still his skin's blue.
Would I have anything that I would
Once
decide
I
to
see
pick?
this, I'm like, you, merchant, hot water bags, lots, as many as you can get. Now, go.
He's gonna ask if he gets paid for it.
Do I get paid for it?
I will stab you and pee in your corpse.
I'll second that.
Hot water bags, now.
Someone get the back to tank up and running.
Then I...
If he's trying to intimidate me, so can I roll against that and then?
and can I roll against him?
Yeah.
Against
Yeah.
my
Well, you have to
intimidation?
roll
So what
to
would I
intimidate.
roll?
You have to roll.
So you'll be rolling against him and Han Solo.
10
what would I be
intimidation
rolling?
for-
Now?
You would be rolling so it would be intimidation.
I got a 14.
I do have treat injury skill.
Yeah,
By the way, so
So if you beat my intimidation, you can try and find out.
I could
something
beat
better
your
for you.
guys' intimidation easy. It's 18 for me.
it'd be a charisma roll.
Charisma. My intimidation is 18. I don't know. That's what it says right here. 18. That's a 9 plus an 8.
9 plus an 8.
And
And then yours is
17.
17. He's,
Minus 17.
okay.
I don't know
they're
what.
And
was-
now Han is gonna.
Mine was
let's
14.
see. Okay.
So I beat him.
Yeah, you beat him. Han.
That would just
He drops Luke. He's trying to talk to you. He's like, and you're like,
I look at, I step back to him like, where's the bandages? And I go back into the weapons room. Can I find, would it be a search?
yeah, search for
yeah, and
stuff.
yeah, and the medical droids are coming out. Princess Leia's coming out. Oh no!
That's
Han,
an
what happened?
18 plus.
Well, that's going on. Can I start trying to do my treat
Search.
injury stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a
So
wisdom.
that is a
That's an 18 plus 5.
Okay. So you
That's
see
a 23.
the big thing is you, you need to get him warm first.
It's a 22 to find the bandages and medical supplies.
Yeah.
I
you
take
find
him
it,
into
no problem.
So I take that, and can I roll again?
I take him into the ship and I
Actually-
turn the heaters on blast to try and get him warm.
Okay.
Yeah. So once that, can I either help him or him help me to get a better roll?
Yeah, you guys can assist each other.
All right. So I look at you and like, merchant. I've only got field training. Do you got anything better?
Well, would I roll or would I just?
You both roll. Both roll.
Okay. What are we rolling for?
I'll just take your
treat
combined
injury.
stuff. Yeah, treat injury.
I got a
Treat
16.
injury? Oh, I got a 5 plus. I got a 10.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Okay, yeah.
So he tells me what he knows, and I'm like,
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
know
that's-
about the cuts. The cuts look like this is from some kind of creature and something big. You don't know what it is, but you know that it's infected. They're going to get infected as soon as he heats up.
do I have more field training and know what to do about the hypothermia to keep him from dying of the cold?
I would assume that you'd be taught that when you
Yeah.
were...
Yeah, so you
So
know.
I'm more specialized for field, and he's more specialized for this guy's gonna die if he heats up.
Yeah, so
So-
he's like, you know that too, but like he's already turned up the heat and he's a little bit just focusing on trying to get him up, and it's starting to kind of put him in shock because this is a quick heat up of like, whoa.
And I'm
Should we
like-
start colorizing?
I yell at I don't even know your name. I'm like, merchant, this is too warm. He's in hypothermia. We gotta take it up slow.
I guess I'll. Do I need to roll for anything, or do I just turn down the heat?
Yeah, you turn down the heat.
I turn down the heat down to more of a
Blankets.
steady.
Do you have blankets?
Lukewarm, baby.
I ask the merchant if he has any blankets. I'm like, as many blankets as you can. I don't care if they get dirty. He needs to be wrapped and then slowly warmed up.
Do not use my robes.
Okay.
And then Hans is looking over. You're like, why are you here?
Why are you question me, Mr. Solo?
Can I roll
Sorry.
for an investigation through my stock, or should I just grab them because I went through it earlier in the night?
Since you went through it earlier in the night, you know where they are.
So I grab as many blankets as I can and I give them to
I wrap him up after
Numbers.
So I have the med kit with me, so I treat his wounds, wrap him up.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna run to the infirmary and try to see if there is a medical droid there.
Okay.
Just because I didn't know that he has him wrapped up. So I'm running
Wait,
over to
is
the
it
can I
infirmary.
roll-
kind of cold since this is in the base and it's like, isn't there like a snow cavern above it though?
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
would be at something like an igloo. It would already be. It would
Yeah.
be warm inside.
can I roll treat injury again to see how to move forward in treating the injury?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a.
18 plus 5, that's another 23.
I'm gonna grab the medical droid from the. I'm gonna search for a medical droid in the infirmary.
Okay.
7 plus.
Do I know what to do next for the wounds?
Yeah. So you're noticing some parts of his flesh, like the vein parts, are starting to turn black, and you know that that's some kind of weird infection or venom thing that's getting in there. So
Yeah.
it's heating up, and you're seeing that start to move.
Mhm.
The best thing you could do is cut that off. You
I
get
whip
that
out
off.
my obsidian knife and I just start slicing off
Okay.
this.
I start freaking out like,
Gruesome
wait, what are you
looking
doing?
pieces
And then I see
flesh.
the
I got a
necrotic
17.
flesh.
Okay. You got a 17?
Yeah.
You find the droid, and it's hobbling along.
I'm just gonna grab it and run over there.
Yeah, so you're running. Okay. Give me a dex roll. Interference.
Yeah. 18 plus. Let's see. Dex plus 6 for my modifier.
Yeah, you
Oh, and
carry
my
me.
jump is 18.
yeah, so you're good. So you
No, 11.
You carry him pretty well. Like you're able to grab him and like carry him like over your shoulder.
Mhm.
And the droid's like, "What is happening? What is happening? Where is patient?" Like, And
I am taking you to patient.
Be patient.
Should I begin to see what to do next after I finish cutting off all the?
I am not a
necrospires?
patient.
Okay.
Can I also roll to see
That's a
if there's
13.
anything else that I can do with my somewhat
And I don't.
field training?
I got a 13. Does that do anything, or do I just?
I also got a 13.
Okay, so since now he's warming up his blood, he's starting to bleed.
So
his
should we start
wounds,
cauterizing or packing the wounds?
pressure as much as you can, because you know he's got to be put in a Bacta tank, and that Bacta needs to get in there. But you need to
So
Can keep him-
I've already bound his worst wounds with the med kit. Anything else that I see, I just start wrapping with what's left in there.
Okay. Awesome. So you're wrapping that. You get there with the droid.
I run out.
You run out, and you, they pull out a bed, and they put him on there, and they take him, they dump him in a Bacta tank. And everyone's calm. And then
This will get him back to health.
Your puns are terrible.
I don't care, you freaking clanker.
How dare you?
and,
liked this guy.
Why didn't you yell at me?
How dare you talk to me like that? I am your god.
I just suddenly
I
look
can
and I'm
still
like,
dismantle you.
I am very offended that you did not react the same way to me when I called you a flanker. I'm like,
Well,
what?
I
don't
get called a clanker from you guys all the time.
I don't get the respect of you yelling back at me when I call you slurs.
I don't respect you, you buckethead.
I will piss in your skull.
Ladies,
I don't
you're
have a
beautiful.
skull.
I will make you
Pull
one.
out.
And so while this is happening, Han goes, and him and Leia come running back, and they're like, we're in trouble. The Empire knows we're here.
Spit taste.
Yeah, you're drinking, you're just having fun, you're just watching this happen.
Spit takes.
Who's the Empire? When
The
Han
Republic
gets
dogs
back,
are
I'm
here.
like, y'all said Empire so many times, you won't tell me what's going on. What's the Empire? I've heard it very seldom.
I'm sitting there cleaning off my knife.
The
and
Empire
making
is
sure
what
my
became
blaster's
of
ready.
the Republic.
So why are we running from them?
They're gonna kill us all.
Why? This is the Republic we're talking about, right?
I'm afraid
This is the
Republic
Empire.
is now evil.
Darth
Has been
Vader.
forever, but
know who they have.
Darth Vader, is anything ringing any bells?
Who?
And then Han's like, see, I told you guys. Hey, he's with us.
I'm going to be
the
honest.
separatists are coming.
Great.
That's how I explain it to him. Basically, they're separatists.
Yeah.
The new separatists.
The new
I didn't ask you. I don't get
Am I reacting in any way, or am I just sitting there making sure my gear is ready
Yeah,
to go?
so you're making sure, because you heard Empire's here and you're prepping for war. Battle. And biggest thing is they're like, okay, we're going to be planning stuff to, get out of here. And Han's kind of more focused on trying to get out of there first, because his ship's still in repairs. And they're like, okay, we need field teams, we need people in the air, we need people here defending the base.
Give me my sword.
What's your name again?
And then Han's like, you heard the man. Get him his sword.
I look back at
What's your name again?
Pixie. And I call you Pixie. I'm like, hey, Pixie, is my gun ready?
Looks at it. Yeah.
Okay, so I take my gun back.
Okay.
And I talk to Droid. I'm like,
Can I run
Numbers.
over to Almarax and drag him into the ship so that we can
said
start
sword?
looting it up and getting it ready
Yes.
to
Yeah.
My
get out
vibro
of there?
sword.
Would I have to roll for that, or just...
You know what a vibro
no.
sword is.
Yeah,
but you have fought against
have
me many
one?
times. Yes, I am a commando droid.
Yeah, but-
why wouldn't I have a vibro sword?
still, it works.
Yes.
Can I see it?
Yes. I pull it out.
We're
no,
just
the
keeping
dude
over weapons.
comes up and hands it to you. You're like, yes, here you go, and you want me to shove it through his
so
skull.
we're over in the corner just obsessing over weapons. We're just showing each other
Yeah.
different weapons, making sure they all work.
And everyone's suiting up, and Han says, "I gotta go prepare the Falcon. What do you guys want to do? You can help in the air. You guys can go out and fight, or you can stay here and defend the base, buying people enough time to get out of here."
I need to finish killing Vader.
I look at you and I'd be like, do we want to help escapees or do we want to fight?
I snap back into it. I'm like, I'm in clone mode.
If
I'm
we
like,
did not
I'm going to
run
help
my
these
ship
people
too much,
get out
It should still have
because,
its fighting
you know,
capabilities.
It does.
That's just the type of thing that I would
catch
do.
on it so that I can fight things
I'm
up.
disposable. They're
Hopefully, you've not angered the machine spirit much. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Leia hasn't been like, which admiral is he?
She's more panicked about trying to get people. She's having a briefing with the pilots right now.
But since our ship can hold units, we should be able to get people out.
Okay.
Okay.
So I look at Han and I'm like, we will protect and we will help people get out of here.
Okay.
I defend the ship, help get people on.
Okay. That's fine.
I turn to Clinker. Hey, do you want to help?
Of course.
Okay.
Can
So we're defending the ship.
Okay. So they open the door to the front of the base, and they have the snow speeders fly up and they fly out, and they have they're getting their X-wings and Y-wings and they're loading up people in their cruisers, which they only have 2 of. And Han's like, okay, guys, just defend right here. We'll close, and he points to to that big door.
Yeah.
As like a bunch of rebel troops are running out there into the trenches, into the trenches. They're a couple miles away, and
Do we get as many people into the merchant ship?
they're kind of having that as a last resort. They're loading up all the people onto the cruisers first, and they're going to put people on the smaller ships later.
All right. So that's our escape route.
That's your escape route for now. Anyway, so you're sitting there, and you have your binoculars, and you're sitting and you're waiting.
Can I grab Lotus and shove him into the cargo ship and be like, hey, you got anything that I can use?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, would I have to roll intimidation or something, or?
No, you can just role play it out.
I grab you and I throw you into the back of the ship as I'm closing the door and be like, I need something. Give me what you got.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you need?
Something that we can use to do damage.
I got explosives, more explosives, guns,
Higher explosives.
Higher
You
explosives.
just hear me from off in the
AP.
distance. High explosives.
I got higher explosives.
Thanks.
What have those guns been smoking?
I ask if there's anything that we could.
Your jokes
that
are
we
still
could throw
bad.
from the ship.
You're bad, separatist.
Frick you.
Or if there's anything that you can throw together with the junk I have laying around to sell.
Just start disrespecting him more.
I can make a grenade.
Make as many as you can. We need them.
While that's happening, I'm checking over my gun, making sure it's ready to fire.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Looks like it's ready to go. Your vibro sword's a little bit dusty, but it'll do. And you guys are just sitting here against this little barricade you guys made.
No, I turn on my vibro sword and all the dust just falls off.
Yeah.
No, it should plume up into a plume
Yeah, I just-
of dust.
And you're with a group of rebel soldiers, and then Han goes over to you and says, "You got this, Amble," and he walks away, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh crap.
He believes it. Yeah.
Maybe this was the wrong choice.
Yeah. So they're kind of sitting there waiting, and one of them has binoculars, and he hands them to you, and he says, "Look out there, Commander. Admiral.
So do I just take them and just
Yeah, you just look through. And do you see walkers?
oh the AT-ATs?
Yeah, the
or-
AT-ATs. You know what they are. And these don't come out until the Empire's really after something.
What? It looks like they're after something because they usually don't send AT-ATs out this.
I turn to him.
Necessarily.
Got walkers?
Yes, but not the ones that you would know.
So he hands you the binoculars, you look through. These look way different from the walkers you did in the Clone Wars.
I think the
They're
clone ones are
huge.
called AT.
That's why I was
ARs or
confused
something
because
like
I heard
that?
the AT. I'm like,
Yeah,
walkers?
yeah. You see that and it looks nothing like you did in the Clone Wars. Like these things are massive.
Everyone sees my demeanor change. I start to get more serious because we're either going to die or we're barely going to make it out.
Can I take the ship out and then fly and start flying out towards with the admiral and Lotus on it so that we can?
The supposed.
So you guys go towards that, and then a bunch of guys stop you, and they're like, "No, we can't fly ships out right now. We're not clear. We gotta make covering fire. They have a fleet."
Those are AT-ATs. We would not make it out alive.
They're what?
AT-ATs.
Oh no! And everyone's like AT-ATs, and they're all like,
Don't you mean ATRT?
and everyone's murmuring to themselves, and then
They're ATRTs, right?
one guy comes up to
I
you.
don't know. It must be
One
new.
guy
These
come-
things are huge. They are nothing like I've ever seen.
Do they have 6 legs? Because if so, then they're the ATRTs that you used to drive.
Give
They
him
look like
the binoculars.
I hand him the binoculars.
I look. Oh, they've only got 4. These are completely different than what I'm used to.
So I turn to the people who are panicking. I'm like, get people on ships. Get out of here.
Yeah,
Well, we
so they-
can't get out. Those things can shoot us out of the sky.
Get people on the ships.
It's like,
Get them
we're,
ready,
we're
buddy.
working on it, and then and then one guy comes up to you and he's got this little spray can bottle and like slams like a printout, like a stencil of like the rebel insignia, sprays it onto your
I yell
chest.
at him. You need to be more careful.
Listen, and he rips it off and he says, "I'm just making sure you die with honor." And then he puts that stuff away and he puts out his gun.
Does it cover any insignia that I already have?
No.
Okay. I check over. I'm like, oh, good. Because that type of thing is important to a person.
Yeah, and then they say, we just make sure you don't want to shoot you, and he just don't confuse you for one of those.
I'm understanding. I'm
Yeah.
just like panicking because I don't want any of my other very
Yeah.
significant
Like
craft covered.
his rank thing.
Yeah.
Like his
Also, the Republic
markings, like his
insignia. Too.
like his company stuff.
Yeah, but also his Republic
Yeah.
insignia.
So as you guys are sitting watching this, you see the snow speeders, because everyone's watching out through their scopes and binoculars. You see the snow speeders and they're getting shot out of the air. And you're seeing more tiny walkers walk towards, and you see the front line, the front trench start to blow up into flames.
If I see these walkers, do I know any weaknesses about them, or are they completely different from anything
They're
I've seen?
completely different.
That they're weak at the joints. The joints are what can stop them, but
Which is
they're
the same
still
for the ATRTs.
they're differently armored.
What?
Differently. Yeah.
I would know a lot about them since I wouldn't because.
Yeah, you know what they are. You
I
know you know that they can do damage.
I know what they.
Yeah.
I yell back at Pixie. Hey, Pixie!
Huh?
How's those high explosives going?
Almost done.
Hurry up faster.
Done.
I'm in stunned silence for a minute. Thanks.
Well, I already know about the Star Wars stuff, so I wouldn't know who gave the. Well, it was Luke who was the one who gave the order to
Yeah. That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
so
that's why.
getting
That's why.
close to
That's why I'm
happening.
holding back. Just
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to be do this.
Yeah, but again, this maneuver has not been pulled off before.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
not saying it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wouldn't
So,
know specifically.
since I know about the weakness in the joints, I'm like,
for the
Pixie,
leg.
do we have anything that we can fire accurately?
He's asking if you have a rocket launcher.
No.
Well,
I have a ship, though.
we need something that we can get to the joints.
I have a ship with a.
Do you have any more of those torpedoes?
Torpedoes. That's perfect.
Yeah, those.
Those were the ones that blew up the ship, right?
I have 50 of them.
Is
Can
there
we
any
strap
way
them
to
onto
strap
the,
them onto the
Onto
walkers?
the cargo.
Just like throw them on there?
They're too big to carry. They would need to be. They would need to be on a ship or something, but they're too heavy to go on a snow speeder.
Can we put them onto the cargo ship?
And then just
Yeah,
roll
we-
them off?
Yeah.
Because
just drop
they've
them
got too
off.
much thrust.
I was
or
about
can
to
we
say,
just like angle them up at and then just light them?
that's what I was about to
Blow
say.
up
Can we
behind
not
them.
just aim them at the walkers?
Maybe. I could probably do a gun run with my ship. It's stealthy.
Again, they're not trying. They're not letting ships out because you see a couple that try to get out. People just scared, and
She doesn't park hers in the base.
They would see your ship because yours is a black ship though, and everything's white.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
so you're
it's-
seeing like a couple of these guys who are just trying to hop in their, it's like, you know, lost lovers or whatever, hopping in like X-wings and you know, before they're designated to go, and they fly through, and these ships blow up like right as they hit the door, and everyone's like ducking.
Guess
Like
that
blowing
answers
to
that
pieces.
question.
We need to figure out a way to
I don't have to
bring
take
them
off the
down. But these things have so much armor that we would be able to just get through it.
Could we fire them from the ground?
Okay, and at this moment, you see the second line starting to take fire, and then you see one of the walkers gets knocked down by a cable, and it falls, and then and everyone's like, yeah, and then the whole line, and then you see like this like big drop ship start dropping down closer to where behind lines, the enemy lines. Some of them are shot down, but like they start opening, and here comes the snow troopers. And they are making a frontward assault towards.
I see that. I'm like, are those clones? What's wrong
Those
with
are
their armor?
stormtroopers, the replacement for you guys. They last longer, but they're more human.
And
didn't
everyone,
ask you.
They're
I'm gonna
more
shoot you.
disposable.
and everyone says, "Just shut up and blast them!" And everyone's shooting out there. And
I bring up my rifle and I start shooting.
oh, and you sense something. It's not like the previous feeling you felt before. It's still the same darkness, but something's here. And then you see like
Is there anyone that I could look at that would understand, like, get what I'm trying to say if I tell them there's something? We need to be careful.
The only one I could think of was Luke, but
Luke's
Yeah,
not here.
he's not
Luke's
there.
not
Luke's
there.
the one who took down the thing.
Took down the walker. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Luke's not
he's
there.
out there.
So he would be the only one I could
Is
think
Han
of.
around?
Han is still working on his ship in
He's
the
still
background.
prepping the Falcon.
So you could go run and talk to him, but again, you're being assaulted by a bunch of snow troopers, and they're trying to close the door to, you know, keep these guys out. But they're already finding those secret entrances and going through the hallways. And
Lotus can get out to her ship. She always parks it on a hidden ridge.
I do have something to say. It's feels like it's getting close to a closing time, and it's 9:30 now. So
okay, all right. So the doors are closing. The stormtroopers are coming through, and nobody knows what to do.
did I get off any shots?
You were able to shoot a couple, but you feel kind of, you know, this is weird. Yeah, you were able to get a couple shots off, shoot a couple guys, but this is an overwhelming amount of force. Like this is
And I'm just slicing away.
like this is like 2 or 3 battalions of people. Like this is
I'm very confused about this. I'm like, they only send out walkers if they really, really want someone, and then this many people on top of that.
yeah, like
Who do they want?
this is like, yeah, beyond an assault. Like this is
A massacre.
a massacre. Leave no one, like kill everyone, probably except 1 or 2 people. Like this feels like an extraction kind of a situation of where we have tons of numbers to get in, get the person we need, and get out.
You said Skywalker. I'm talking to someone who
Yeah.
was yelling about people, and
One of the
they said Skywalker. I'm like, you said Skywalker. He's a Jedi, right?
I mean, I guess. And you can roll intelligence to see if you remember.
13 plus just intelligence modifier. 5. So 18.
So you know a General Anakin Skywalker from the Clone Wars. You don't know about this Luke. This could be his son, cousin, nephew, but they're somehow connected. And you know he's the guy who led you under another name that you can't remember because it's just so traumatic. But you know he led you to kill the Jedi.
And I'm like,
The
we
Anakin
trust
or the
this
Luke?
guy?
Anakin.
Okay.
Yeah, he blew up the Death Star, man.
The who now?
The Death Star, the thing that destroyed Alderaan,
No.
He's a clone. He wouldn't know these type of things.
whatever.
I've been on the other side of the galaxy. I came here because it was supposed to be quiet, and then you were here.
Well, we had nowhere else to go.
Me neither.
Oh boy. And then as you're having this argument, a bunch of snowtroopers are closing in, and there is the man himself.
Oh no.
Lightsaber out and pissed beyond hell.
Vader.
Oh yeah, baby. He's cutting down people.
Do I see that?
Him again.
Yeah, you
Do
see.
I recognize-
Roll another. Roll a.
Do I
what's
see
here?
Vader or
Another
Be
intelligence roll.
wisdom.
What?
Do I
Or-
see Vader?
Yeah, you see.
I
him.
see
Everyone's
Vader,
seeing him, and everyone's
And
like,
I get
panicked.
pissed at him.
Do I
have
do
any
I
feelings?
roll a wisdom to see if I just fall into panic and I'm like, it's him.
Yeah.
It's a Sith.
Yeah, so you know this is a Sith, but you don't. But something is familiar about him. Just roll, and then
Do I notice
6.
anything familiar about him or?
no, 6.
Plus
He
one.
reminds you. You know what? I'll just give it to you. This guy's walking exactly like Anakin Skywalker did that day. Exactly. Just a little bit more robotic, but the aggressiveness, the style, the light. This has to be Anakin.
Should I roll for something to see if I
Yeah.
just fall into PTSD and I'm out of commission?
I will roll against you. It will be a Constitution roll.
Merchant, we have to get out of here.
Is there anything that I can do to either
7
escape
plus
or to fight
2 back.
Because
I got a 9.
he has a lightsaber. There's no way to find a
Oh
lightsaber.
boy. So you're happy because he got a 16, and you're starting to break down.
I see
Pistol
him,
that he can
and then I
rifle.
drop my
Yeah.
rifle and I just.
Yeah, because it's.
I'm out of it. I'm
And,
having a
what you're
flashback.
seeing is it's flashing between Vader, Anakin, Vader, Anakin, Vader, Anakin, and it.
Vanakin.
Yeah, it's like
Vanakin.
Yeah, Vanakin. Like it's.
I
it's
just
switching
start
between
clutching
two.
my head and screaming.
I turn to him and I say, "Snap out of it!" and I slap him.
Nothing happens.
All right. I mean,
And I'm shaking you.
yeah. Make a Constitution roll.
That one.
He goes even.
Yeah, he goes even deeper.
Okay, it didn't get any better. All right.
Oh no, yeah, you're freaking out, and you're seeing him. You're like, "Get away from me! Get away!" And he's like, pushing him back.
Should me and him get the ship ready so we can leave? Because
We already have the ship prepared to leave. We're just haven't been cleared for the.
Yeah, we
Does
need to get out
Vader
the doors.
recognize me from when I mortally wound him that one time?
He turns around and he sees you, and he's like, "But he
I
does
recognize
see you."
him because
He
he
does-
killed my crew.
Yeah,
all
so-
of my crew.
So he sees you. He knows who you are, but he's got this manner about him that he's looking for someone else. But
Something like, "I will come back for you later."
Yeah, like he looks at you and you have that mutual kind of look of, I'm coming for you. You disrespected me. And that's not going to happen again. But he's obviously looking for somewhere else. And he's, grabbing people, the Force choking them. Where's Skywalker? Throws them down, kills them. They're like, well, I don't know. We'll never tell you, Vader.
When I hear Vader, will I get another roll?
Yeah, you can do another Constitution roll. See if you can snap out of it. Because all you're seeing is young.
8.
All the rebels are starting.
10.
All the rebels you're seeing are now younglings, and you're like still flashing between the temple and Anakin and Vader, and like you're still like disoriented, like you're just like, what is going on, you know? And your PTSD's, you know, and we hear this, like, you know, like
Hyperventilating.
hyperventilating, like he's freaking out.
I'm just freaking out.
Well, I pick him up and I'm bolting towards the ship.
The cargo ship? Our ship.
Yeah. 4 dexterity plus 6.
10.
Yeah.
It would be a
Is there
You
a
should
running
take
thing?
your dice as a choice so it doesn't bump it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
PTSD is fun to play with.
I know.
yeah.
I'm having this is fun.
My escape artist.
just, like, recognize
technically,
it.
this isn't me escaping, right? My escape artist is 12.
You see
Okay.
What you see is just another.
Yeah. So you want to use that?
Yeah, I'll use my escape artist.
Do I get
Well,
any
yeah, but
PTSD from the
all the
invasion where,
things on him, and you're like,
or have I gotten mostly over that? So
You've
it
gotten
doesn't-
over that. You're kind of more filled with rage, and you're a little bit in shock because
Like, I've
Darth
been
Vader
cursed.
of all people's here. Like of all people to show up.
Am I
Darth
able
Vader.
to try and shoot him?
Sure.
Okay.
So,
What would that be?
Darth Vader would get advantage because of his sword and his force thing.
Yeah, he does have an advantage. So, and
Would that be ranged?
yeah, but yeah, but this year.
after Lyle, if he hits or doesn't.
That's
hit,
a nat 1.
Oh boy, so you fire at him, and he does like that Kylo Ren thing where he catches it and forces it back at you.
Is there?
Should
And
we
then
make
bolts
a
can
dexterity to
if I see that,
Dex? What would I roll for that?
Dex,
We're-
you're dodging it.
We're running towards the hall. We are basically
Would I-
where he is right now.
so
Could I do anything with the force? Because
Again,
don't have any
you're
force
panicked right now.
okay,
I can block it with my vibro sword.
Yeah, you're thinking I need to get out of the way.
A 4 plus 11, or would
That's
that be something on
15.
here?
And it would be this. So that's a 15.
Okay, so it's a 15.
Ooh, you barely dodge that. Like you barely get out of the way.
So since we're going
It
in the
just
same
raises him?
direction, do I see that happen and get another roll to try and snap out of it? Because I see Anakin catch the slug or whatever he fires,
Yeah.
and then Vader throw it back.
Yeah, and Vader throw it back, and it's like switching between a lightsaber and a, you know, and him switching between a youngling and a.
I got another 10.
Okay, let's see.
Vader throwing it back.
Let's,
A bag?
you're lucky.
Like,
You
like
snap
the
out of
dance
it. You're like, "Ugh, ugh."
Yeah, and I'm still holding on to
and
you.
then it's just Vader. I'm like,
It's Vader, and
Yeah, and I'm just carrying you over my shoulder. And you're like, what's going on?
So are they heading towards mine and his ship?
right now, yeah. But I'm gonna see because he dodged out of the way of that laser, and that might have. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that blaster bolt hit like a fuel line to that ship.
Okay. So can I try to go fix it? Like a.
Okay, you can try.
So that would be repair.
Yeah.
So I'm trying
it's
to fix
spraying
it.
out. It's
Yeah.
not
So you're
in the
running through
line.
blaster fire trying to get to this ship.
So do I have to? Should I do a dexterity to try to get to it, and then do my my repair?
Yeah. Because
So,
you're running through, you know.
so dexterity, then my fix. If I make my dexterity.
Mhm.
Okay. That is so 13 plus 5.
Isn't the
18.
neck of an AT-AT a weak
18.
spot?
Yeah, it's a
joint.
Joints are the weak spots.
So the shoulder.
So 18.
The
I got an
elbow,
18.
like,
to get
Okay.
there.
Joint.
Yeah.
Knees.
So you run
well,
through that
yeah,
blaster
knees.
fire.
And then the neck.
Um,
On the count of the ankle.
You get to the ship, and like
Yeah.
the fuel is dumping out because like he obviously turned it on, and like it's dumping out like it's just.
So I'm trying to
Work.
fix the thing
Yeah.
quickly. So
Well,
Would he have disadvantage?
Me dodging the thing that hit
Yeah,
something?
yeah, hit a
Would
fuel.
he have disadvantage?
for fixing it when it's on.
Yeah, you'll have a little bit of a disadvantage. I'll make that
I would think that
okay, that's a -6.
I would think it would have a
-6 to
failsafe
do
to
it?
turn off the fuel if it does that.
So you roll and then
But
just
again,
have
you're
you
in the
get
middle of
add your
that.
That's true.
multipliers, and then you'll subtract 6.
Well, my multipier's already 6, so I just do whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Then
standard roll.
yeah, you're
3.
Oh boy, so you try to do it and you grab it and you're trying to do it and the fuel pressure gets out of control because it's starting to it's trying to get to the thrusters and it's pushing all this. So it starts spewing out onto you and and the fuel's getting everywhere and the blaster fires are hitting and then one hits just right. That thing starts bursting in the flames coming towards
Is
you.
there something that I can do?
So,
Wait, Lotus
well,
isn't
first I
ship-
should make a dexterity to
isn't
see if
she?
I can dodge away
She's
from the
nearby.
flames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could try to fix it
Yeah,
too.
make a dex roll.
Make a dex roll to see if I dodge the flame.
Can I try turning off the ship? Or
Yeah, you can
something?
try.
What would that be?
What's
a
your roll?
for?
That'd be a dexterity roll.
12.
I got a 12 on my dodge.
Okay, so you
No,
barely
it'd be
get.
Constitution
That's a 23,
dodge
just
the
turning it
flame,
off.
isn't it?
No, that's dex. Dodging is dex.
So yeah, so you barely get out of there. Your cloak catches a little bit on fire, and you stomp it out, and
Damn it.
but yeah,
I got a 23.
got a 23. Okay, you're able to turn that thing off, but that fire is already building up onto the ship, and I mean, no, the fuel stopped going, but it's
There's
Does
the
the
fire
ship-
still there.
Does the
Yeah.
ship have fire suppression on it?
It should,
It should.
but
Yeah,
I think that's
rolled
mostly
to-
on the inside of the ship.
No, well, the ship would already do it once the fire starts thing, so I don't think we have to roll anything unless it's
Well,
a manual.
Yeah, can I roll
because it's
for a
coming
manual?
from the outside. It's not
Can I-
inside.
Can I roll to get a manual and use it against the fire before it gets too close to the ship?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
What roll would that be?
So you would be that would
Search.
Be, yeah, it would be a search roll because you're quickly looking for this
Search.
thing.
So that's... What's a 17 plus a 7? 24.
That's
24.
yeah.
Okay. Yep. You find it.
Allow us a save here.
Now, to
Now, what would to use it? What save would it be?
It would be a Constitution check because you're trying to get control of your senses and read and figure out what to do.
Okay. Oh my god, it's so low. 22.
Okay. Yep. You find that the fire suppression system that you need to pull a lever. It's really close to where that fire is. It's starting to get closer to the ship, like the doors open, and then there's a little thing at the back of the ship, like right there before the door opens to pull it to activate the fire.
Don't forget, I am metal. He is mostly metal.
As this is happening, I'm like, hey, Clanker, put me down.
Is there a way that I can point it out to someone? who
Yeah,
can
I
get
just
in
drop
there
you.
better than I
We're at
can?
the ship now. I just drop you.
You can yell it.
I get winded.
And you can just role play it since everyone's close by.
I yell at CB. I say, "Bot, get over here."
What do you need?
There's a lever there that'll get the fire out of there. We need it gone, please. I need you in there. I can't
Okay.
go in there.
I
I'm
run over
flesh.
there and I pull the lever.
All right, so you pull the lever, and the fire doesn't get in there. It's putting it out. Everything is going fine, and then a little alarm pops up on the. You hear this little beeping sound, beep beep beep. Like this, kind of like a car thing, like it's an alarm. You go to check
Where's it coming from?
It's coming from the the
Control panel?
The control panel. So you go over there, and there's not enough fuel to even start it. So you're kind of stuck. Remember, Lotus still has a ship outside. You can try to run to get to that ship.
It's a one crew though.
It's a one crew. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of save and throw would I make to think of a solution?
That would be
Intelligence?
a knowledge.
Yeah, it would be a knowledge.
Though she can fire the gun stationary, so she's got a good shot on something.
Would it be my pilot? Or
I don't know, because you're fixing the ship. The problem's with the ship.
Oh please.
I think that what the solution would be
Knowledge
would be
of what
to
you
know
need
where
to
more
do,
fuel
and
is.
then knowledge of what you need to do, then to repair it. Use a repair, maybe.
Yeah, repair, or find a way to get more fuel or something like that.
So it's just
So it'd
the
be a
amount of
search.
fuel.
Yeah. This would be mostly a search.
Oh, sweet. My search is a +7. 20.
20. Okay.
Good job, Lyle. You're saving us.
Somehow. I don't know how I'm getting these.
So you have this pop idea of like the fuel is over by the fighters. So you and you run out and you look over there and again the Empire is pushing these guys back and you see all the rebels that you stood next to, they're on the ground dead. Vader isn't there. He's
Looking around.
He's looking around somewhere. You
When I
still-
see this,
you know,
do I?
you know he's still there.
I'm going to actually roll to try and see if I can see Vader anywhere because now that I've snapped out of it, I'm full of rage because I know this guy. I know his walk. I know his talk. He's Anakin. He
Yeah.
caused me to lose my squad,
I don't have a
lose my Jedi, everything. He's just angry.
He angry.
So
Can I roll a search?
Would that be a search?
Yeah. I can roll search. You can roll search.
I got the 10.
We can all
I'm rolling so
search
many
it.
10s.
Can I, to get the fuel back to the ship, what would I do? What would I roll for?
Dex.
Dex or strength?
I'm not very fast,
It's gonna be because the last fuel is over by the Falcon, pretty much. So you have to be running over there. And
I do have
these-
11 speed.
Yeah, so you got to be quick and you got to be careful because there is tons of troopers. You're running from behind these guys, and you're seeing they're setting up a huge cannon, and you're hearing the Falcon power up, like it's turning on.
How do I tell
I
what my
rolled
speed is?
14 on a search.
Okay,
For what?
so you
A laser machine gun.
a laser machine gun. Okay, so you see kind of one of the boxes that has a like a dead rebel on top of it, and you like he was gonna reach in to grab it. You know that there is a big
Gun in there.
Big gun in there. It's marked. It's got like the markings of like this is heavy weapons. Like this, these things
guy
can take
does
out
not like to
starships
roll
and
anything higher than 10.
and
It's a different one.
as you're looking at this, you see the door
Really
open
doesn't like me.
and the
It's gross.
Falcon's taking off, and troopers are being blown back, and it flies off through, like it barely makes it through as it's being shot at, and Vader comes, tries to catch it, and it flies off, and it's gone, and he just turns around and he's more focused on the survivors, looking through, and
Because he didn't get who he wanted, so now he's going to get what he can.
He's gonna be angry.
yeah, so he's not happy. Like he's but you can see the troopers are now, just cleaning up the survivors, and he looks like he's
We need to get out of here. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
so he's still searching, but it looks like this is getting close to his end. He's getting
Can I see him?
yeah, you can see him because he basically ran out of a.
Can I take a shot?
You could try.
What would that be?
That would be basically a dexterity roll.
13 Dex. 18?
Ooh, yeah, you're able to get a shot at him. It hits him, and he turns and he sees you, and he's like,
I rip off my head. Helmet. I'm yelling, Anakin.
and he. Okay, yeah. So he make a make a dexterity roll.
Saving roll?
Yeah, dex to saving roll.
Saving roll, that is a total is 12, but is it the ability
It would be the
or
reflex.
the
It would be
mod?
the reflex saving throw.
Yeah, it'd be the reflex.
Yeah, but where do I put it? Do I
It would be the total.
the total? Just add the total to
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Well, then that is a 25.
25. Okay. So he lifts you up by the neck, but you're not getting choked. But he pulls you up close to him, and he says, "Anakin is dead. I don't use that name anymore. Now tell me, where is Luke Skywalker?"
I spit in his face and I say traitor.
And he punches you in the face and he throws you to the ground, and he says, You're the ones who are the traitors. The Jedi for the ones who brought corruption to the galaxy. And he kicks you, and you fall unconscious, and he gets ready to leave, but he leaves people here to keep it stationed. But you see that he's walking out, and
Is there anything that I can do from where I'm at, or am I just...
the best thing you could do is probably hide.
Okay.
So,
Well, do I know where the? Well, we haven't gotten the fuel, right?
yeah,
We still need
Can I
fuel.
go get the
I don't
fuel
know
from
where
over
the
by
fuel
where the
is.
Falcon was?
Vader's over right there, so you'd be running past him.
I don't know how
Can
good
you
of an
tell
idea.
someone where the fuel is? I only have a speed of 5, so I don't know if I can help.
And where do you see your speed?
Speed is up here.
Oh, you haven't calculated your speed yet?
How do I calculate my speed? Because I have not done that yet.
It's just your dex.
Dex?
Oh, it's my dex?
10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just the total?
My speed's 50.
I wonder
What's
if it's
vitality?
high.
That is
That's your
health.
strength plus your dex.
Yes, that's basically your health.
21.
Oh,
Trying to find my total. Base attack total?
Base attack, roll a d6.
So, you're- okay.
Oh, 6.
Okay, all right. So, yes.
And then you just add that on to whatever attack you did.
And you're shooting at. Are you shooting or are you?
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I had
So
everything
I'm
filled out.
outside still with like, fuel on my clothes.
Yeah.
But, well, what do we? I'm gonna ask him. What do we need? What do we?
We need fuel.
We need fuel.
We
Where
need
is it?
fuel. I
Don't you
think the
still have
only
a
fuel
hole in
is
the line?
over where the Falcon was.
Oh yeah,
but
you need to fix the
that's not a
line
good
still.
idea right
Oh,
now.
do we still need to fix the line?
Yes, the line is
Yeah,
still
the
broken.
line's still
Oh.
ripped and
Uh,
charred.
I look at I
And then
point at the
she's firing gun.
And she's not firing. She's found it.
She's found a
found it,
heavy,
and
heavy
she's
gun.
trying to get it
And
out.
then he's.
I'm gonna run over and grab him because he's unconscious.
Yeah, but you got to be careful. Vader's turning around to leave.
Oh yeah, well he's walking away, so
Yeah.
he's kind of far away. I'm gonna sneak over and try to grab him.
I look at
Because my stealth is pretty high too.
Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah.
I look at
Does
Admiral and
the
I
droid have
tell
the
I point at the
Yeah, he has a communicator.
I look at
use the
Admiral.
communicator to tell him about the fuel side.
No, you're good. I look at you and I point at the ship. I said, "Fix the line," and then I just run off towards Vader and the fuel. What should I roll for that?
No, it would be hide.
It'd be stealth or hide.
Okay.
So I roll for repair again, right?
There isn't
Yeah.
a stealth one, so it would be hide.
Yeah, it'd be
Hide.
Okay, so I'm gonna sneak over to him.
And if not, Dex.
13 plus 13.
That's in that one. So it would be an 8.
Yeah, 13 plus 13, that'd be 26.
He should trip.
Just trips and falls on Vader.
Yeah, so you get a little bit far. Vader's kind of walking off, and you fall over, and then a bunch of snowtroopers are like, "Hey, over here, we found one!" And then like they're running over to get you.
Okay. Well, I got a 26.
Good job. Yeah, so you move past these guys.
Yeah,
They
I
didn't
grab
see
him and get out of there.
Yeah, so they're
And then
more
I'm gonna
focused on
come back
saving him.
and help you after I get him a safe distance away.
Yeah, because all they see is him. They're focused on getting him,
Yeah.
getting him out of here. Try and
And then I'm gonna try real fast for my repair.
okay.
So
Should I try escaping or fighting? Which would be better?
6 plus my repair.
Because I don't think I can escape from where I'm at. Because
Well,
Yeah,
No, you're on the ground. Yeah.
What?
12.
12. Yeah, you're getting to repair that, and then you feel a blaster on the back of your head, but it's not an Imperial one. You turn around and it's a Mandalorian. He goes like this in front of his helmet.
What is it?
A Mandalorian.
A Mandalorian.
a Mandalorian.
So a
Bound-
Mandalorian has a gun to the back. Right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you turn
and
around.
and he's
And the guns are okay.
yeah, and he's got his helmet on, so his helmet's right there. And
He's signaling shush.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run back and start slicing up these
Wait.
the troopers, trying to help him to get him back to the ship too.
Can I roll for my blaster to try shooting them off from the ground?
yeah, you would have to roll a dex because
Dex.
you're grabbing your gun first, and you're on the ground.
19.
Is that a 19 or a 1?
That's more on a 19, so it's 19.
Okay, yeah, so you grab your blaster, no problem. You're pretty quick.
That would be a 30 with
Yeah.
my dex.
I'm gonna be running over there, blasting, pull out my sword and slice them.
Then I would roll to attack. Would I be at disadvantage because I'm on the ground, or
Yeah, you'd be at disadvantage because you're on the ground getting out.
Yeah.
And-
I'm still running over.
would it would be ranged, right?
Yeah.
That would be a 24. What is my disadvantage? Oh, I have to roll it twice and take the lower one, or
I'll just do a
Okay.
minus 10,
so that'd be a 14.
14, and I'll see what the troopers do. Ooh, okay.
They,
Alright. So you're able to shoot a guy right up.
Yeah.
You get up, bam,
Okay.
and then you're hearing this light jetpacky sound, psh, psh, and then you're hearing and you see from the other side of this group one or two guys who look like clones.
Oh, a rocket trooper.
They look like clones.
Oh, they
but
look like clones.
but they don't have the the two things right there.
Oh yeah, they look like a phase 1 armor, but without the.
Yeah,
Slit.
and they're not and their helmets are a lot more metal, and you're really confused of what these guys are, and you're seeing them take these guys out from behind, and have almost silencers on their guns, and they're shooting up this entire
And these
group.
are actual guns? Well, I'm
you know
unconscious.
that they're you see,
You're over at the ship.
Yeah,
I'm running back to help him,
Yeah,
and I see them, and I'm confused.
Yeah.
Do I know what they are, or am I also confused? Or do I not see them through the cords around?
They look like Boba Fett,
To me? Okay.
but they look all cleaned up and
Shiny.
shiny. And this looks weird. It's like Boba Fett. I thought there was one of them.
Bounty
Yeah,
hunter?
and
Yeah.
I'm more clones.
Well, I know.
Why is there more clones?
Yeah,
I've got one in my face.
Yeah, you got one right there, and you're just looking around. You vaguely have heard tales of the Mandalorians. You've seen a couple.
She
of
actually
them.
knows two.
So she knows two. Okay.
She knows two Mandalorians.
Yeah, so you know these are Mandalorians. Not from the faction that you know of, but you know that they're.
She doesn't know their faction. She just knows the two.
Yeah, she knows that they're you know these are Mandalorians.
She recognizes the look of the armor,
Yeah.
so she'll probably think "Oh shit, there's more,"
Yeah,
because she thinks the two are the same person.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I get over there.
Um,
Are all the stormtroopers dead by the time I get over there?
Yeah, they're dead, and
Okay.
they're coming over, and they have the guns over you because they don't know
It's friendly.
Yeah.
what's friendly.
should I make a
When I get over there, I yell at them, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you guys here? I thought there was only one clone."
All right, let's see here.
Do they get offended that you called them clones?
Okay, all right. Can you make a dex roll? But
Oh,
you
I
have
actually
a-
know this.
you'll have a
for
disadvantage of
Mandalorians.
5.
Lord.
11 plus 1, so 12.
Okay.
It would be normally 6, but disadvantage of
Okay.
5.
Would I-
So from behind, you're bopped at the back of the head with a Mandalorian. But it doesn't they were trying to hit one of the things there, but you're kind of in a stalemate because he's got you, and
Okay.
yeah.
And I basically grabbed him.
Yeah, and you're kind of trying to pull it because you're yeah.
Would I be coming back to consciousness? And would I know what a Mandalorian was?
Yeah. So you're coming back and you're seeing
You
these Mandalorians, but not
might
the
know.
ones you remember. They look different. They're different colors, but you know these are Mandalorians. You know Mandalore was destroyed.
More Mandos? And I'm still on the ground.
Yeah.
can I roll a sense motive of the Mandos?
Mandals?
You can try, but you're rolling up against guys with helmets on, and you can't see through them.
Well, I've still got body language.
Yeah, they got body language, but you'll have a disadvantage.
How much is
what?
my disadvantage?
5.
That's a 5.
Well, touch the side.
A
Plus,
5 plus
wait,
a
how
5,
do you
so I
roll
have a 10.
disadvantage in this
10.
one?
You get a roll and then you subtract
maybe roll a
whatever
D10,
number, I'm pretty
and then-
sure.
So it's
Do it
not
for
like
that.
D&D where you roll twice and take the lower number.
Yeah, it's more like
Should we roll a
I
D10?
make a roll because I'm them, right? And then that's a 1. So
I had a 10, so it'd be a 9.
So it'd be a 9, and then so you sense, they They are really aggressive. They are more. You know that they're. You don't know what they're after, but they're not after you. They're after something else.
Okay.
Oh boy, we've got another okay.
What?
You know-
So, am I able to get up and try and figure out what's going on?
Yeah, you're getting up and you're seeing what looks like to be. So there's more of them, but it looks like they're securing the area more than anything.
I start signaling at one of them.
And one of them pulls out their
Hey,
blasters. And
Mando!
they're like turns around, is like, wait a minute, is that a? Identify yourself, and they point the guns because they think you're a stormtrooper.
I'm Numbers.
I would pull off your helmet.
My helmet's already off. It fell
Oh,
off
yeah.
when I got
Yeah.
up. So I point at the insignia.
No, you took
Yeah,
it
the
off when you
insignia,
looked at
and then they're
And
like,
I'm Numbers. Don't shoot. I'm friendly. What's going on?
so they see
I thought you all died.
they see the rebel insignia, and they're like, it's just another rebel. Don't worry about him. And they kind of turn around and they start ignoring you.
I go up to one of them and I grab them on the shoulder. And I tell them exactly who I am, my ARC number, and what my call sign, I guess, used to be.
And they're like, listen, you DJ.
And I
whatever."
stop and I'm like, stop. I was part of, what battalion would I have been part of?
Well, you wouldn't have been part of a battalion.
Well, yeah, but which one would I have
exactly.
spent the most time with?
Well, you'd be well.
Whatever-
Isn't it mostly what the first part is, or like the last part?
I don't.
Well,
Well,
like the-
he's an ARC trooper, so he wouldn't
Like
be
the
part
Bad
of a
Batch
battalion.
was-
I'm an ARC
99,
trooper.
wasn't it?
I fought against
The ARC
Joe
troopers
before.
weren't technically part of a battalion.
I'm a clone. I'm not just another rebel. I don't have a clue what's going on. People hear me yelling this.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Listen, we'll get you off world after we secure this base. Just don't worry about it. Just calm down.
All right, so I back up.
Can I
And I
stand
yell,
up and
"They're friendlies!"
try talking to one of the two, or how many surrounded me to get rid of the people surrounding me?
There's like 2 or 3, but like when you get up to look around the room, there's a good 30.
Can
Just,
I?
like roaming around clearing this thing?
And I'm still wrestling with the guy that's on me.
yeah, you're
right?
still grabbing this
I
guy.
yell at, hey, Numbers! They're friendly. Stop!
Numbers.
He calls me Numbers for some reason.
I don't know his number, and I just know the droids have numbers.
No, you should have called him. Hey, Flame!
You could say.
Hey,
can I
Gears! They're
try talking to
friendly!
one of the
Well, he's holding
ones
on to
that
me.
were clearing around me?
Yeah. So,
What would I roll for that?
you can just talk to him.
Whoa,
I
not
can, you
even-
can role
okay.
play it.
Oh, I'm not
I stand up and I ask him, "Hey,
I'm not
what
supposed
was
to be
that?
in
What just
this
happened?
universe.
Like, what's going on? Did Vader get out? What's happening?"
Listen, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna send you off world. Just calm down. And they're like obviously seemed way more focused
Could you
on
at least
what's.
get the gun away from my head? I'm good here.
And they're like, we just wanted you to be quiet. And then they walk away. And you hear a little bit of blaster fire. Kind of. But you also hear a little rumblings of like a ship
Where'd
overhead.
Vader go out?
You hear the boosters. It's an Imperial shuttle. Like you hear the shuttle up there. So you obviously assume Vader's gone.
Who's winning?
And you feel that
Everyone.
I got knocked out.
You got knocked out?
Yeah.
You dead?
No.
Oh, you just knocked
I spat.
I
Yeah, I spat in Vader's face.
Oh.
He kicked me to death.
Oh.
Or he kicked me, knocked
Passed
out.
out.
yeah.
Well, you better
Could I try getting the Mando off of CB?
After the situation has happened, like they're off him and they're kind of
Okay.
more focused on securing the area, looking what's around.
We got older Matt right here.
Old Matt. This is what you got to look forward to.
No, you gotta make sure of what kind of, well, a little bit of what she looks like, what she's looking, a little bit of what he looks like.
Okay, I guess I walk back over to the ship.
Yeah, because you can see that they're looking through
Forget about the
crates,
fuel.
and and that you see that some of them are setting up camp. Weirdly.
Yeah.
Can I search for some fuel?
Yeah, you don't have to. You know exactly where they are.
Okay, can I go get the fuel?
You walk over, and a Mandalorian stands in your way and says, "Hang on, we need to secure the area. Stay put. We'll get you off world." And then and they have one stationed over by the fuel. And they're like, some of them are already lifting some of the canisters and taking them out of place. So
Can I go over and talk to Gears here and ask him what his name is? Or
Hold on. I am still wrestling with this Mandalorian.
He got off of you after.
What?
Yeah, you
Dang
were in
it.
the bathroom.
I was gonna flip him over my head and point my gun at him and say, "What are you doing here?"
and
But
then
dang it.
you get you have a weird sensing thing over this, because you're right over by the fill cells. You have the sense to go look over behind this crate against the wall.
Will I roll a search for that?
No, you can. This is the force calling out to you. You can either accept it and follow it, or
Okay, we're gonna follow the dice gods on this.
The dice.
14, I go over.
yeah, you go over and you grab it, and it's a communicator, and it's one of the ones that you pop up and there's a thing.
Hollow. Yeah.
So you turn it on, and there's a guy, and he's got his mask on, and he's like, "All right, whoever's got this, hello. I was on my search in the unknown regions for Vader. It's not going well. I just need to send this as a warning. Come find me. I'm looking for a place that I can stay and just regroup and focus. As soon as I find it, I'll send the coordinates to a droid, and he will help you find me and whatever. All I know is that the force is strong, and I know that hopefully whoever finds this is who I think he is, because he knows
Do I
he's
recognize
something close to Vader. No, something you don't recognize this guy.
Well, no. Do I recognize the feeling of the force from previous experiences?
Yeah, you have this feeling of kind of similar to you, kind of in the gray. He's a guy. You sense that, and definitely the force called to you for it, and he said, "Whoever this is, you have a personal connection with Vader, and I believe that Vader, after doing research and hunting, is Anakin Skywalker. And if you and you are Luke, I know this is hard to believe, but he's your father, and you might be the only way to stop for you to stop him."
He's the only one hearing this right now.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only one here.
And the communicator, like, you see him look back like something's coming, and then like
It shuts off.
shuts off.
So it's like a Jedi holocron, I'm guessing.
Yes, it's kind of like a Jedi holocron.
It's a pre-recorded message on one
Pre-recorded
of the.
message on
Oh,
the disc.
on the disc?
Yeah,
Yeah, on a hollow.
on a hollow disc. Yeah.
Hollow
Oh,
communicator.
disc. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
So
I sit there and I think, I'm not Luke. Am I the... Was this for me?
and you feel like, yeah, you feel through the force that this was meant to be found by someone.
By someone.
It doesn't. It didn't have to be Luke. It just had to be someone through the force.
After this, well, I guess during this, I'm gonna go try and find Matt's character, and I'm going to find him. Hey, I never asked your numbers.
I put the hollow thing in a pouch next to my
CB7538.
knife.
Okay.
I'm still gonna call you numbers.
Is the
Call him Clank.
why?
Because you
No, call him
something
Ratchet.
else?
Ratchet? Yeah, call him Ratchet, bro.
They just call me CB.
So the Mandalorian isn't holding one to my head anymore. It's
No.
Cal.
No, they're off setting up stuff.
Your name.
You
is
need a name.
numbers.
You need a name.
Mandalorians.
Can I check damage on the ship?
What is my name then?
There's definitely dents from blasters.
Well,
bolts
can't be
bouncing
numbers.
off.
That's my
Fuel is
nickname,
ripped.
unless you want to give me something else.
Fuel cells ripped, and the Mandalorians are kind of going around there, raiding the other ships, not yours, not touching yours.
What do you like to do?
Okay, good.
But I would have.
I would make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, they know
I
that
like
they're in there. They
slicing.
respect your property, but they're kind of moving around you.
What do you like
It's kind of
slicing?
like unnecessary baggage that they weren't expecting to find.
Forget I asked.
Because they definitely, they obviously hate the Empire and they're like okay with the rebels. Like they're not like,
The only reason
Who
they didn't
reprogrammed
shoot
you?
him is because they didn't know what he is. Like he's a strange.
yeah, they just saw the rebel insignia and they're like, yeah, he has to be their
someone
leader.
from my
'cause he has
old
a
crew
cape on,
before
you know?
they
He has a
died.
cape on.
He has a cape on. He's the guy
Tell me
leading
their
this
name.
bunch of people.
I don't know their name. It's been purged.
When I get over to
from my
the
memory.
ship, I tell Admiral,
That's
because
it.
I can't remember his name.
Purge.
I tell
Purge.
you,
Purge.
we got all
That's your
these
name.
problems with the ship.
All
but
right.
Can you work on this? Can you get it fixed up while I try getting other things good and
Oh.
ready when we need to leave?
My new nickname is
I
Purge.
got it.
After I talk to Purge here, can I try and just like think, I guess, out to Val? Try and figure out what's going on.
Okay.
If only there's like a force thing here, like a thing for like the force. It's just like detector or something.
What type of role would that be, or would it just be
You can just call it out.
call it out?
Yeah, just call out her name.
Val. I just
Hello.
search for it.
I'm here, and while you're feeling this, you feel that dark presence again.
It's not good. So
Is the presence similar to the Force? Like, do I make that connection since I just recently felt the Force?
Yeah, but this is a dark version of it, and it's not good.
Like darker than Vader or darker than.
darker than Vader.
actually, you know what? I'm not even thinking it. I'm just yelling, Val, because
Yeah, and she appears to you. Turns around and kind of taps your shoulder.
I hear him yell Val, and then I feel the presence.
Yeah, you feel that like this.
So-
it was like a rush. Like
I start talking to her, and I'm like, what was that about?
well, it's just unnecessary complications, but don't worry, I'm gonna find you.
Wait, so you're telling me you got me to my armor,
Yeah.
got me perfectly great and ready,
You look
and
really
it was
handsome, too.
unnecessary complication?
I just wasn't expecting them to show up.
That seems a little bit convenient.
Suspicious. And she kind of looks a little kind of flustered, and she's just like, well,
Actually, can I make a save to see if that makes any sense with her character that I know?
yeah,
What save would that be?
that would be a wisdom save. Because you're
A save?
questioning- Yeah.
Nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
You get
wisdom,
it.
That's
Well, nat 20
7.
means
so 27.
This would be a bluff roll.
No, you critically
Actually-
succeed.
actually-
at 20.
Guys,
Yeah, but
that's a
sometimes
thing
depending
that
on
just
level,
DMs are
that
starting
20
to
isn't enough.
use. Actually, nat 20s
Yeah.
are only for combat usually,
Yeah.
but DMs.
Yeah. This is completely out of character for her. She is very honest with you, never nervous, more confident. Her being really insecure is way out of character for her, something she wouldn't do.
My demeanor changes. I'm like, what's going on?
Listen, she kind of gets up to you and kind of, let's see here. She's making,
I back up. I'm like,
you're not.
you're
you.
not Val.
You're not you when you're hungry.
What's going on?
Snake?
Okay, and then okay. So a 15, and you kind of look into her eyes, and they're kind of entrancing, and you kind of walk towards her again. And
Snickers?
she's like,
What's the
"Listen,
Snickers?
everything's gonna be okay. Make a Constitution roll."
13. Constitution save or just a roll?
Just a roll.
Do I add? Oh, it's
Yeah, you add
15.
15. Okay. That's going up against her 14. Okay. Yeah. So you this is really hard for you to push away. Like you're physically like moving yourself, and you're shaking, and you're stepping back. She's like,
This makes no sense. You're not acting the way Val acts. Who are you? What happened? What's going on?
and then
Why are
you
you in my head and then I'm just
grabbing your head, and then you blink, and she's on the ground, and she's covered in blood, and she's laying on the ground.
Does my feeling change at all, or is it?
No, you feel.
Is it getting worse?
It's getting worse. Like this is, you feel like it's almost like water is like rushing even more, like it's panicking.
Like a river.
Like a river is
Like
turning
the
into.
stream turned into a river.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be
floodgates
Valstream because I've
Yeah.
had a couple of seconds of just trying to figure out what's going on and then letting out something they
Do
do at the
I-
same time.
So I'm feeling it getting stronger. Do
Yeah.
I notice anything going on with him, or am I just too overwhelmed with this? Force.
Make a Constitution roll.
And when he's done with that,
21.
Oh yeah, you can spy it like a sore thumb. Like you
So,
can
like,
feel it
do
coming
I get,
from
like,
him.
Tunnel vision?
Yeah. You have tunnel vision. You're like, whatever this is, it's coming from him.
all right.
It's happening to him.
After this, when I see her on the ground, should I make a save to go from going PTSD again?
Yeah.
Which would that be?
Then, yeah, another Constitution roll.
16.
16 against her.
Nat
Okay.
20.
So after I see that, I just freak out. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
running up
freaking
to her
out,
side.
trying to figure out
Yeah,
what's happening.
and she's reaching up to you and he's like, "Don't you want us to be together forever?" She like looks at you and you can see the like blood starting to like roll down out of her eyelids.
I panic and I go back into PTSD.
You fall back and you see her kind of like weirdly stand up and like say, "Did you leave me to die or did you actually love me?"
Is there
I black out.
anything?
I have an entire attack. I'm just out on the ground.
Is
I
there
collapse.
anything that I can? Do I like know anything that I can do to fight back or stop what's going on, or
You can try to reach out in the forest to see exactly what's going on.
what would I roll for that?
So that would be another. It would be another. Let's see here. It'd be another Constitution roll because you're doing something you've never done before.
Lovely. I love Const 7. It's a 13.
Okay.
No, 11.
You see that, like, you try to reach out and you close your eyes, and you see that there's an outline of some sort, but you don't know what it is. But you know it's approaching him.
Does anything happen after I just
Can I
go
do a
out?
search and see
None
if I
of
can
us
see
use
anything
the
more?
Force, and I can until I get like a kite thing.
You see the lights are flickering a little bit, like right where he is, like flickering off and on, kind of like in Stranger Things. Like
I haven't seen Stranger Things, but I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
What would be going on with me if I'm just having an attack that I just collapsed? Would it be like having a seizure, or would I just collapse? And
You're
pass
having
out?
a panic attack, and then
Hyperventilating?
Yeah, you're hyperventilating. You can talk to her because now she's kind of a little bit antagonizing you, but you're overwhelmed with the trauma, and you're thinking it's you reacting to the
So
trauma.
after this is happening, I'm like, it's just another attack. It's just another.
Can I throw my will at it?
I
Like a
am.
will saving throw.
I am
Try.
freaking out. I'm telling it to get away because, as far as I know, it's just another hallucination. And
That's a nat 20 with a 19.
I'm freaking out. I'm on the ground, clutching my head. I'm hyperventilating. I'm saying, get away, get away, get out of my head. It's just an attack. Just muttering to myself over and over.
So I have
Get myself to snap out of it.
Yeah. So you see this robed girl covered in blood and is floating, like flying, like almost like Superman hovering towards him on the ground, and he's freaking out.
Do I know anything that I could do?
I don't know. Like you don't know. She literally appeared out of thin air. Like you reached out in the force, and finally you saw her, and you're like, holy shit. Like, what is that?
I feel like that's exactly what he would say. Holy shit. Holy
Am I
force.
stunned and thrown back, or am I like, this is bad, I need to do
Yeah,
something?
this is bad. You don't know
Yeah,
what
I need
this
help.
is, but
What would I do? What kind of saving throw would I make to kind of roll would I make to try and do something?
you can do
I
another.
didn't do anything.
It'd be another
Took my
cons.
No, I moved your chair.
Because this would be mental strength, because you're going to be reaching out in the forest to try to interact with what's
So
going
it'd be
on.
more wisdom.
It'd be wisdom, straight wisdom.
Should I try and make a save to try and snap out of my attack that
That's a
I'm
17 plus a 12 would be 29.
29. Oh yeah, you reach out and she turns, and she looks at you, and you see the blood dripping
Oh, that's
from her eyes.
terrifying.
You know, and her, and you see this, and you're able to, you look up and she's turning around to face him, and her eyes turn black, and she screams and flies towards you and grabs you and like starts like shaking you, and then like she's gone. Presence is gone.
Do I come out of my attack or am I just
Yeah, you
still
come
there?
out of your attack. You just saw this happen.
Am I shooketh or am I?
Yeah, you're shook.
You're shook nasty.
You're pretty shook. It's like your huggies need to change. Like that was scary.
I'm looking at this in disbelief. I'm like,
Yeah, you're.
Val? What? I'm also shook. If I'm trying to figure
Yeah, you're
out
trying to
what's
figure out
going on.
what just happened.
She said she was Val, but this is nothing like anything that she was.
Yeah, something's.
Well, I forgot the recording was going on.
Yeah.
So my guy can't sense any of this because
Yeah, you're noble. You're just seeing this weird thing happening, and you just think they're just having
are
these
you
weird
guys
episodes.
shrooms? Is that correct to do?
I don't know. If that's
I sure hope so.
What death sticks did you guys take?
Give me a hit.
Zach
No.
and I do need to be leaving in approximately 30 minutes if we're going to be taking our bikes unless someone can give us a ride home.
Okay. Anyway, so as you're sitting there, and here's all end it. Sitting there, and wondering what to do. The doors open to the hangar, and CB recognizes Mara Jade walking through.
Mara who?
Mara Jade. She's like she's got red hair.
Oh, yeah.
But she looks a little different. She isn't so scarred up, which is a little off-putting, but you think, well, maybe she popped a bat to tank,
Mm-hmm.
She walks in and she's like, CB, it gives you a hug and says, and she looks over to you and says, you. Has this weird, unsettling kind of thing to it. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Ah,
Oh, well, I'll see you next session, everybody.
A little bit much.
So, back for some more, eh? You decided to stick around. That's surprising, to say the least. Well, so, what conundrum do we have here? Still seeing ghosts? Quite horrifying, yes, of this vile character. Lovers can make the deadliest weapons when used correctly. Perhaps I've said too much. But what of this Mara Jade? I don't like the spirit she brings in. Something isn't right. Yes, this battle droid may know it. It may know who she is, but something is off. I wouldn't trust her. But again, looks can be deceiving.